Folks at home, sorry I forgot to hit the record button. So we have our page set up for day 2 of traditional long. Okay, so vision, and we're on problem 1. So we have 30, we just did 37 divided by 9, and we said 4 is as close as we can get. So first you divide, then multiply. What do I multiply?
4 times 9.
4 times 9, right? My quotient that I put up there times the divisor, and what do we get? 4 times 9?
36.
36. That's going to stack real neatly under my 37. And then my third step is subtract. What do we get? 1. What's our fourth step from our song? Bring it down. Some of you also yesterday, I was seeing in your workspace, you were doing this. And you were putting the arrow actually where the digit should be sitting, and then that kind of messed you up because you weren't really sure if you didn't actually create that 2-digit number. So you want to make sure you stop your arrow, because when you drop that digit, you're creating a new 2-digit number to divide, right? So now what am I dividing? I'm back to step 1, right? First you divide. What am I dividing? What's my new division problem? Inside the big one, what's my little one? Landon?
10 divided by 9.
Good. So again, some of us, you were doing this off on the side yesterday because it helped us think through these groups. If it helps you, then jot it off to the side. 10 divided by 9. So now Alessio has 10 pencils up on the table, and I ask him to make groups of 9. How many groups, how many full groups could he make? This means 10 pencils on the table, and this means he's putting them in groups of 9. So think about how many groups Alessio could make. You with me, Leslie? How many groups of 9 could he make if he has 10 pencils? Yadira?
9.
Careful. He has 10 pencils. That's all he has on the table. And he's going to put them in groups of 9. How many groups could he make with only 10 pencils? How many stacks of 9 could he make? Can we help her? Hadley? Just 1, right? You understand he has 10 pencils, right? And our key number is 9. So if he counts out 9, he's going to pull one group and put it aside, right? How many pencils does he have left? He only has 1, right? He can't make another group. He can only make one group. Do you understand? All right, so 10 divided by 9 is 1, right? That's what goes up on top of our garage. First you divide, then multiply. So 1 times 9 is 9. We're going to stack that neatly under that 0, right? Not under the 1. Next you subtract. What do we get?
1.
Fourth step,
Bring it down.
bring it down. When there's nothing left to bring down, that's our signal that we're done, right? So we have 41, the remainder 1. Getting easier?
Okay, can we do the next one?
All right, ready? Number 2, dividing by 6 now. So we're going to focus on our 6s. 250, whoa, I went crooked. 255 divided by 6. Again, some of us are struggling with neatness of our workspace. If we can set it up neatly and keep those columns in order, we're going to really set ourselves up for success. Sloppy work sets us up for not getting it right, and it's not because we can't do it. It's because we have numbers all over the place and we can't read them, right? Okay, we ready? All right, what's first? Magali?
You divide
Good.
the 6 2 by the 6.
Good. The inside first, right? 2 divided by 6. So again, if I'm writing this down on the side, Alessio has 2 pencils up there at his table. I'm asking him to put them in groups of 6, equal groups of 6, right? You think about this in the right order, right? 2 pencils is all he has. Put them in equal groups of 6. How many groups is he going to tell me he can make? Dylan? Careful. You went the other way around. You're putting 6 pencils on the table, groups of 2. He only has 2 pencils. The number we're dividing by is how many we're going to put in each group. So he's making groups of 6. How many groups can he make? Misha? None, right? He only has 2 pencils. So can we take 2 pencils and make a group of 6? No, right? So 2 divided by 6 is actually nothing. So again, we either need to put a 0 or an X or just have neat enough work that we're not using that place value, right? We're not going to have a hundreds value in our answer. So that extends me now to 25 divided by 6. So now Alessio has 25 pencils, and we're going to ask him to make stacks of 6 up there. How many could he make before he doesn't have enough to make any more groups? Marley? 4. Nice job. He's going to make 4 groups of those 6 pencils. Multiply it through. How many pencils would he have in those 4 groups? Brody? 24. Nice job. We're going to stack it neatly under that 25. Step 3 from our song is subtract. 25 minus 24 is 1. Fourth step from our song is bring it down. What's my new division problem? My new little division problem inside the big one is what? Kaylee?
15 divided by 6.
Good. 15 divided by 6. So again, back to Alessio and his pencils. He's got 15 pencils. Bless you. He's putting them into groups of 6. How many groups could he make before he doesn't have enough to make another group of 6? How many groups can he make? Hadley? 2 groups of 6. Nice job. 2 goes on top of that garage. Next step in our song is to multiply. So 2 times 6 is 12. Good. Third step, subtract. 15 minus 12 is 3. Fourth step, bring it down. So that means we're done. And 42, remainder 3. Getting easier on day 2. All right, ready to try one on our own? All right, we're doing 549 divided by 8. This is number 3, 549 divided by 8. We'll check back in a minute. 68, remainder 5. Lots of celebrations. All right, one more together, whole group, before we take off for centers. So just a quick going over our steps for anyone who doesn't have it correct, if you need to go back and fix, or anyone who didn't finish. We did 54 divided by 8. We could get 6 groups, right, before we went over. 6 times 8 is 48. Subtract, we get 6. That's where folks were switching. You see your 4 and your 8 in the ones place there, in the 54 and the 48? Right here, several folks, they flipped the 8 and the 4. You remember, we can't switch order in subtraction. So they're getting 5 minus 1 is 4, and 8 minus 4 is 1, and 8 minus 4 is 4. So they're getting a 14 here. That's going to throw you off right there with your first subtraction step, right? So we have to make sure either we take time to borrow neatly under that garage, or use your counting up strategy, right? If you know that you're someone who constantly is switching your numbers and you're not borrowing, count up from 48 to 54. 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, right? So then you're going to get the correct answer. You're just using a different subtraction strategy to get there. So then when you're left with 69 divided by 8, the closest we could get is 8 groups. 8 times 8, 64. Subtract and get 5. So that became our remainder. Questions on those steps, Landon? All right, we ready for our last one? All right, 128 divided by 6. Oops. And the final answer is 21, remainder 2.